This is my first tutorial video, first guitar tutorial video, and one of the key reasons why I wanted to do this is because, well, obviously I love this song, and secondly, when I recently did attempted a cover of this song, I saw a very old Luckily video. It was a talk show, I guess, called Movers and Shakers, and in that particular video he sings and plays the song himself, and that's when I noticed, I got to know that the song has certain unique features that cannot be played by the regular chord shapes on the standard. I'll get to that part later, but before that, I think you guys should watch the video once and then we'll proceed.
आके दिल को मेरे यूं सताते हैं, ओ सनम मोहब्बत की कसम।
The first thing that everyone, I suppose, will try to play from that video is obviously the main riff, which goes like this. And in fact, I myself tried that, and the thing is, it's not possible to get the exact same sound on the standard tuning, and this is one of the discoveries I made when I researched into that video. I tried to figure out what exact chords Luckily was playing, and if you observe carefully, he plays a couple of full part chords, which goes like this. And when you look at that, when you get to see that, it's quite obvious that it's not the standard tuning. So after finding that out, I started trying to get the exact tuning in which he was playing the song, and after many trials and hits and trials, I finally found that it's the open G tuning. If you don't know about the open G tuning, I recommend you to look up the internet, and then you can tune your guitar to that tuning, and once your guitar is tuned to that tuning, it will sound somewhat like this. I tried to imitate the chords that Luckily was playing after I found out the tuning, but it was not that easy as it seemed, and I searched up the entire internet and all the YouTube covers, but none of them had the mention of the open G tuning. So most of the people, they were playing the regular GCD chords, and in fact I also used to play the same, but I really wanted to play the exact same way Luckily was playing in that show. So hence what I did was, after tuning it up, I started researching the open G tuning chords, and most of them I found. Some of them I have improvised myself by writing down the formulas, like searching the notes on the fretboard, and I have tried my best to make it as close as possible to the studio version, maybe you can say, or the way Luckily plays in the show. So let's start off with the intro part. I'm gonna play out the intro now, and as I play along, I'll play it slow. As I play along, I'll display the chord chart on the screen, the name of the chord as well as how to play it. But keep in mind that it's in open G tuning, so that's how you have to tune your guitar if you want to play these chords. So we are starting with the intro. Here's the first chord. The last chord which I played, you can you can play it as a D major chord, which if you want to play you can make it like this, but I prefer this one because it gives a suspended sound which I like, and I think that suits the song more. So moving on, we come to the part where we play the main riff, and I think this is an important part because it adds the main color to the song, I believe. And it goes somewhat like this. I have displayed the chord shape in the screen, so make sure that you are in open G tuning once again. There is a bit like a percussive rhythm going on here, which you have to play so that you get the same feeling like that in the song. I'll play it slow once again. So as you can see, the first part of the riff consists of me playing a lick sort of thing twice. Make sure that you play only the 6th, 5th and 4th strings for this, because it gives a distinctive sound. I mean, it's the riff becomes more distinct. And once you are done with that part, there is a bridge part, and the last part is where you play the 2nd and 3rd string, and your finger is gonna be here. So before we move on, I would like to show the main riff once again. I would like to open up the chord and just show the main notes. So the main note which goes on in this riff is somewhat like this. So what we do is we make this into a chord shape, and we just hammer on this thing twice. So after the intro part and the main riff is done, we will now move on to the main song. For this, like I have said before, I have referenced the video which I showed previously, and I have tried to imitate the way Lakeli plays, and I have tried my best to be as close as possible to the original sound. Some chords I have improvised myself, some chords I have seen from the open G tuning chords from the internet, and I have applied the same chords in my cover. And what I'll do now is I'll just play along slowly, and I'll display all the chord shapes that I've used. And just be careful not to play the muted strings, because in many of my shapes I have only played the strings selectively, and this is important because if you play extra strings, it will result in a different chord, and it will change the feeling of the song. So here we go. So the main song picks up from where the main riff ends, so it goes somewhat like this. So once this ends, we start off from here. You do not have to change anything. So here we go from the first line called शाम सवेरे तेरी यादें आती है. शाम सवेरे तेरी यादें आती है, आके दिल को मेरे क्यों तड़पाती है, ओ सनम मोहब्बत की कसम. So once you're done with that, we will play the riff again, and this will be done throughout the song. So the main humming part. So this is one of the only parts where I was absolutely sure about the chords, like Kelly was playing, and it goes somewhat like this. Now the only part remaining is Samjhe Zamana. So for that as well, I have improvised the chords, I have reused the chords, and it goes somewhat like this. समझे ज़माना दिल है कि लौटना जाना है, अब क्या है दिल का लगाना, नजरों में तुम हमको गिराना, मर भी गए तो भूल न जाना. And then we again return to the part. आँखों में बसी हो पर दूर हो गए, दिल के करीब हुए मुझको है यकीन, ओ सनम तेरी यादों की कसम. And again the main riff. The only thing I would like to mention here is that it is very essential that you play this riff in the open G tuning, because that's the way Kelly plays. And if you try to, I've seen people try to do this on the normal, the standard guitar, standard tuning, and it doesn't go out so well. That's all for now, guys. If you have any doubts, or if you would like to learn any other song, you can always reach me out. You can mention in the comments, and I'll try to make a tutorial for that as well. And so until next time, guys, bye bye.